Groundwater in the United States is becoming dangerously salty, scientists warn. Researchers have identified increased levels of sodium and chloride ions dissolved in wells across the United States, a trend which shows the nation's groundwater is getting saltier, NaCl, of course. Working for the U.S. Geological Survey, USGS, the team behind the survey suggests that the rising salinity is going to have implications for infrastructure, ecosystems, and human health, and that increased monitoring and management is required. The team analyzed 82 separate networks of 20 to 30 wells each, with samples typically taken at 10-year intervals going back to 1988. These networks include wells of shallow to medium depths across domestic, urban, and agricultural areas, and they were taken from all over the United States. Now, the total of 500 different chemical constituents were identified, including metals, pesticides, fertilizers, and radionuclides, that's radioactive isotopes. Can you imagine? This kind of detailed surveying has been going on for 3 decades in a bid to stay on top of water quality levels. The results of the sampling are not yet peer-reviewed, but they can be found at the online interactive groundwater map maintained by USGS, as well as increases in sodium and chloride, evidence of salt getting into the water. The number of dissolved solids has been increasing as well, potentially indicating a broader rise in water contamination. Dissolved solids, chlorine and sodium, has statistically significant increases more frequently than any other constituents that we have on our list, says hydrologist Bruce Lindsay from the USGS. If you look at the map, you'll see patterns right away that jump out. The researchers identify 3 reasons why this increase matters. One is that saltier water is more corrosive, which can affect buildings and other infrastructure. In terms of groundwater, this would especially apply to pipes and plumbing. Then there are the ecosystems connected to these water networks. Many streams are fed by groundwater, and higher concentrations of chloride ions in the water can create toxic environments of aquatic life, causing problems with reproduction and biodiversity. And lastly, there's the effect on human health too. The USGS team referred back to a 2021 study of an aquifer in southern New Jersey. It linked an increase in the carcinogenic chemical element radium with the growing use of road salts in the area. This is the latest research. Increases in salinity levels were particularly prominent in colder regions where a lot of road salt would be used. However, arid regions showed jumps as well, possibly due to the increases in evaporation that come with irrigation. Those are the 3 major reasons to be worried about rising salinity, and the USGS is calling for more responsible use of road salts. These salts have already been singled out as harming the environment, but there are cascading effects to think about too. The fact that there may be streams just that are not able to sustain aquatic life, or that your pipes might start corroding, or this other more rare issue where there's radium showing there are other negative aspects, says Lindsay. The research was presented at the Geological Society of America's GSA Connects 2023 meeting. This is on Science Alert by David Neild. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.